Today is Friday. It's September. Almost 9 months. Uh, almost 9 months into the year, completely, and then it'll be October in a couple weeks. Now, these concepts um, are very interesting. It's interesting because when I heard it like 2 to 3 years ago, it just didn't make any sense whatsoever. But as I was washing dishes last night, something just told me something about these things that started to make sense. So there is a statement that says bottom picking is not such a good idea because on a statistical basis, bottom picking means that there is a less probability with confluence that the direction a reversal has occurred. Essentially, bottom picking equates to reversals. So if I look here, if I said to myself, okay, so based on this bar, that's the bottom right there. And had I gotten in, that would have turned out to be false. And then on this green candle, if I said that that's the bottom, and then bought in, that would also be false. Here is the same thing. So we're talking about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I would have been incorrect about 8 times before I was correct here. So bottom picking essentially is a very risky situation. So it means that what I have to do is establish a trend, okay, a reliable trend, even with these candles at this point. As this candle started to be smaller, there is a pullback here, okay. And so the concept of bottom picking, which I've been practicing for quite a while because of there's this thing called a FOMO, and to relieve the concept of FOMO, I had to enter. And then, of course, that just caused, and also on the first one, the risk is small. By the time I get here, the risk increased because the need to recover what I lost here intensifies. And then by the time I'm here, the challenge is blown right here within 20 minutes, 20 to 30 minutes. And that's how things have been. That's why I managed to lose 200 platform challenges plus. Just looking at this situation, getting wrapped up in this thinking of bottom picking. And I've been bottom picking for uh, almost 4 years now, right? 4 years. And that is a formula for that is definitely consistent. It's a consistent loss, however. And so even though the trend has been established here, it could climb a little bit and then reverse. And therefore, the risk and probability, the risk is there and the probability fluctuates. And as the trend continues, it is possible to have this dithering effect that occurs here and drops. And so inherently, the risky part about bottom picking is that the account can be severely compromised right here. And so the other factor that I need to consider is when I'm trading, I need to look at where the major areas of support and resistance is, and based on that information, that I can put these together and say it's nearing the support area, a strong support area. When it reaches here, And when it started to bounce, it means that there is a tendency for a major trend reversal, medium trend reversal at this stage. And then it came back down here. So now I can see why bottom picking is so dangerous, especially when the trend has been, if I look here, look at this one right there. Here, bottom pick here, went up a little bit. I would have to sell. I would have to be quick. Dropped here, drop, drop. And so what I'm, in order to make the trade significant, I need to find something that clearly substantiates it here, right here. People who get in here is still risking the fact that it could still continue. But that little candle right there is a higher high, and even more statistical probability is higher when it is at this point. And so when entering here, it's really not picking the bottom. It's just looking at the support area here. And then it has provided a greater probability that it's going to continue because it has established a higher high right there. So this right there, getting in before this is reached, is essentially the risk is higher at this stage. So same thing with here. Same thing with here. Generally speaking, when it's uptrending, it's like higher high, higher high, higher high. It's this simple thing. It's very, very simple, but very tough to do in practice. Bottom picking. That's bottom picking.